Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, welcome. Okay, can see we have some people in the house already. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, amazing. Great. How are you doing today? Can you hear me? Okay, amazing. How are you doing today? Can you hear me? Okay, amazing. Who's that? Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Thinking of putting off my background. Okay. Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I see that we're watching already. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll share my screen where we get straight into the program. But before that, Oluwatimileyin, I've add, I just added you to the stage. Can you hear me? Oluwatimileyin, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. I can hear you.
Good evening, welcome. Thank you very much. I'd just like you to just do like a quick intro, you know, just talk about the collaboration and then I'll take off the demo from there. Thank you very much. Oluwatimileyin, you can go ahead.
Okay, good evening, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are live. Everyone can hear
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much for the invitation, especially for GDGoC LASU. Good evening, everyone that is joining us from the community. I am Oluwatimileyin Olarake, the campus lead for Google's Developers Group on campus, Lagos State University. And I'm very excited about the session. And I look forward to learning a lot about XR from Miss Ibukun. Thank you very much for joining in. And I hope you have a pleasant session.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. But can you see my even I know you can't see my body, right? Can you see my body?
I can see your face.
Yes, my face, but my body is not showing, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. I knew that because of the frame. It's fine. So far my face is showing. That's fine. All right. Thank you very much, Oluwatimileyin. So let's get right into it, everyone. My name is Ibukun Son, and I'm the community manager for SwiftXR. SwiftXR is an AR/VR platform that helps you create AR/VR projects, XR projects. So, as a Google developer, community member, this tool will be especially useful for you to create immersive experiences, right? You want to develop a website, for example, you can make it more interactive with SwiftXR. So I'm going to be doing a quick introduction to what SwiftXR is, like you can see already on the screen, and then we'll go into the tool properly to use the tool. And before that, I also want to announce we have a build challenge, a 10-day build challenge coming up from next week. So I'm going to drop the link to sign up for the build challenge in the comments. So if you're interested, sign up for 10 days. You'll be building alongside other builders and learn how to use AR/VR tools and just basically build out your first portfolio. So let me get into the demo properly. So I'll take you off the stage, Timilen, but you can stay on the back end. You can just stay on the back end. Thank you. All right. Now today, introduction to SwiftXR. So starting with what SwiftXR is, the use cases, what can you use SwiftXR for, and then the demo. The SwiftXR is a no-code web platform for developers, designers that you can use to create interactive experiences. So for example, you want to showcase a bag, right? And you don't want us to have the bag on your website like that. You can use AR and VR tools to show a 360-degree view of the bag, right? You can use different things just to give it that interactive experience, not just instead of having just static images. For example, on a website, you can have interactive images that is, as a 360-degree view and things like that. So with SwiftXR, you can create designs faster. The thing is, without SwiftXR, if you want to go the traditional way of creating Excel projects, what you would have had to do was to get a 3D artist, right, that would create the 3D objects for you and then look for how to deploy it, which will cost you a lot of money. But with SwiftXR, you only need to create the 3D project on our platform, publish it on our platform, and deploy it from our platform to your website. All in 3 easy steps, very easy to do. Now, who are our focus audience? Number one, non-technical users. Like I said, it's a no-code tool, right? That means you don't have to be a techie person to use it. But if you're also a techie person, that's also fine, right? So it's easy to use. It's also for developers looking for ways to iterate and just create amazing stuff. 3D artists and business owners, especially e-commerce brands, right? Now, why SwiftXR? There are lots of people need this thing, right? There are 3.1 billion mobile devices that are available everywhere in the world, and you can use the tool on your phone, right? We have so many businesses also who need 3D 3D display of their products, not just in a one-sided view, but a 360 view, right? And we have customers ready. Now, SwiftXR is not just a standalone tool. We are integrated with many tools like Shopify, Weebly, Wix, Blender, and so on, as you can see on my screen. Ucraft, Framer, Squarespace, and so on. Now, what can you do with it? Right? Let's start with the features. What are the features? Number one, it has a 3D viewer. It has an e-commerce 3D viewer that you can use for your e-commerce products, right? An avatar, art 3D viewer, virtual reality, augmented reality, face tracking feature. All these are like the theoretical part. Don't worry, we're going to get to the demo soon where you see how it works in real time. So just wait. Now, how does it work? Number one, create a project, drop your 3D file into the dashboard, like into the editor. Click, just do your edit and publish, and then immediately you can view in AR or VR. We're going to create a project in this demo, and I'm going to send the link to every one of us. So I'm going to send the link in the chat so you can view it where you are in your space. Now, who are those that can use SwiftXR? We have real estate companies, artwork, artists, people who want to showcase, maybe you want to have a virtual tour. You are maybe you are in diaspora and you want to showcase your collection, your artwork to a local audience in another country. You can use SwiftXR to do it to have a virtual exhibition. E-commerce brands, e-commerce brands, education brands, teachers use SwiftXR to show their students, just make teaching more exciting and just bring things home, right? Fashion brands, manufacturing brands, furniture, and so on. Now, like I said earlier when we started, that we are having a build challenge. So this will be happening in our community on Discord. So I would like to share the link to our community so that if you are interested, you can join the community. That's where the challenge will be taking place. From next week Monday. It will be happening for 10 days. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Myself, I'll be, coordinating. My head of community will also be there, just really putting you through how to use SwiftXR and how to build Excel project. So it's a place you really, really should be in. I'm going to send the link. I'm posting the link now in the chat. So join our Discord community and let's take it on from there. Now let's go into the demo straight off, right? So let's go into our demo now. Let me know if you can still see my screen. Can you still see my screen? Okay, let's get into it. So yeah, the first thing you do when you want to use the SwiftXR platform is come to swiftxr.io, right? And you sign up, of course, and then it takes you to this dashboard. This is like the home page where you have everything that you need to get started. Now, if you look at the left hand side of the editor, you can see of the platform rather, you have the home page, project page where your projects are saved, the templates page where we have templates that you can use, analytics, integrations, invite and earn. But to no, just to really put us on track on okay, learn how to create your first Excel project. So I'll just get into that straight off. So the first thing you do is click create project. So let's name this GDG LASU project. All right. Now we're on the editor. And the first thing you do, so I'm going to give us a quick rundown of what the editor, of course, we know what it looks like already. You can see it on your screen. I'm going to just explain, okay, this is what this is for, this is what this is for, just to give you like an idea of, okay, this is how I'm to use the tool, when you start using it on your own. So on the left hand side, you can see the components under which we have our 3D and the different features, the augmented reality, virtual reality, standalone 3D viewer, face tracking, and so on. That 3D, we have the basic under which you have the first column. So you want to create a project with one column or with two columns or three columns. You want to add text, an image, or a button. You can also use this. And you have art. This is where you can use an artwork or an AI artwork viewer. Right. Now, you also have the layers here. This appears when you have an object inside the editor right here. This just shows you the body of the object. That's just what this is for. Then you have the files. This is where you can keep your files, like your logo or other things you want to use, you want to always use when you are working on projects in SwiftXR. Settings, of course, your settings where you can name your project, rename your project, give a short description to your project, and things like that. We have tutorial videos, so we have a YouTube channel where you can watch lots of tutorials on how to use the platform on different features of the platform. So I highly recommend our YouTube channel. Trust me, it's a place where you will learn a lot, right? So subscribe and you learn a lot from our videos. And we have the editor tour. So if you click this button, it's give you a quick tour of the entire platform. Now at the top here, you have the desktop view and the mobile view. We are currently on desktop view. But if I click the mobile view, it takes us to mobile view. It's just to show you that the tool aligns with any kind of device, right? Whether a desktop device or a mobile device, right? Now, okay, then we have the show grid bound. If you want the grid bound to show around the platform, around the deck, editor, or if you want it to show, right? If you don't want it to show, want it to show, your choice. Let me go back to desktop view. The pan, the reset view, the toggle full screen. You want to go full screen, right? And all of that. Um, okay. Though you can also undo, redo. If you made a mistake, you can undo. You can also redo things. And this is a clear all button. You want to clear the entire thing and start from the beginning. Right here, you have the preview button. This helps you to preview your project. You don't have to publish it yet if you are still making some adjustments. So you can just click the preview button. It will give you a temporary link that you can share. Let's say, for example, you are collaborating with a client on a project and you're not sure if they will like what you have done and you don't want to publish it yet and use your credits. So you can use the preview button and share a temporary link with them that they can use to review the work, right? Give their feedback before you now finally publish. I think that this is really, really amazing. Please let me know if you are still together. I can see people are joining the call. If you are still there, just type yes in the comments and I'll go on. Okay, let's go on then. Now, um, let's work on our first project. I'd like us to create a three-column project, right? I showed you how to get the columns here. So just come to components on this side of the editor, right? Components right here, right here. Now, let's create a three-column project. So you have three things in the editor. So let's have this here. Okay. Now you can extend this. Nice. Okay. Now go to 3D. What kind of project do you want to create? An augmented or virtual reality project, standalone, face tracking, and all of that. So let's do a virtual reality project. So just click virtual reality. Um, and here you can add your 3D model. So we have different ways that you can, there are different ways to add your 3D model in SwiftXR. You can either decide to upload the 3D model. Maybe you have a 3D model that you want to use for the project. You can upload that. Um, you can decide to make a 3D model from the photo you already have. You can decide to use our own 3D models that we have on the platform already. You can also request a 3D model from us. We'll give it to you, or you can scan a product. But for the sake of this project, for this demo rather, let's just browse library and pick from one of our already existing 3D models. So let's work with this. Let's work with this. Okay. Okay. Let's work with this jacket. This jacket. Can see. Oh, sorry. I didn't click it here. That was what I should have done. So if I wanted it to be in this, I should have taken it from here into this place. So sorry, that was my mistake. Yes, so apologize about that. So if you're having a three column thing, you have to drag the feature you want to use into the exact box. So let's do this again. Let's take the jacket, jacket. Okay. Okay. Now you can now see that you have a 360 view of the jacket, right? So for example, if you are building a website for your clients, an e-commerce website, for example, for your clients, and they want their customers to be able to see like how the entire product looks, not just as in the picture, but full view. This is something that can really help you achieve that. So for the second place, let's also drop. You can see I just dragged from here into the box. Then you browse the library, you pick. Let's go. I saw a cargo pants earlier. Okay, okay, it's quite large, but the vision in my head. Okay, our cargo pants right there. Then let's have a pocket hat. So just drag the feature into the box that you want to work with. Browse library and bucket art. Yes, this bucket art is looking cool. Okay, all right. So we have our three elements in the we have it already. Now you can decide to do anything with this, right? Let me just delete the one that we made the other time. The jacket. Oh, sorry. Let me undo that action. Undo. I wanted to delete the jacket below, the one that we so let me just delete that. So now, yeah. Now you can do anything with this. If you have this, if you are satisfied with this, if this is what your clients want, you can easily just come to preview and publish. But if you want to do, may just do some tweaks, right? You want to change the background color, you want to change the color of the item itself, you want to do any edit, just come to the right side of the editor right here and click on the column you want. And you can even have it as a one column project, right? Like the one we had that I just deleted. So just click and come here under design. Under design here, you have background, you have state, positioning, size, so you can work on the size. You're gonna increase it, right? You can see that. Um, let's make this 100. Let me make it 100. Right, so you can work on the size. You can work on the layout. How is it aligned? Is it um how is it aligned to the page, basically? Then the background color, you can decide to change the background color. Currently, we have black, white background. You can decide to change the background color to any color you want. You can see. You can decide to change the background color of the cargo pants to another color just to play around. You can also decide to change the background color of the bucket hat to another color where you can see this. So that's like an edit you can make, right? Depending on what your clients want or what you want to achieve. If you come to properties right here, you can also do some edits, um, animation. Of But animation is enabled. That's why they are moving and all of that, right? You can decide to, okay, how do they appear? What's the dimension? You want to know the size. Can you see? It's already giving you the size of the object. You come here and you click, you enable dimension to show you the size of the cargo pants. So these are things that people want to know. For example, you hear people talk about, oh, they bought something from Temu and it was small. It was because they didn't have the right dimension measurements of that item. That was why they bought something that was not, you know, that was why they bought what they were not what they were not expecting. Or the two like this, you can see like, okay, what's the size of this object I'm trying to buy, and you can make the right decision, right? Um, okay. Uh, okay. So that's it. Let me enable this, disable rather. Now you can also decide to label. So you have this object in the editor, and you want, and in, you have this object and you want to label them so that your clients or your client's customers can know, okay, this is what this is called. You just come to hotspot labels here. You can see it on the right hand side, right under properties. You can see hotspot labels. And with hotspot labels, you can label the product. So this is a bumper jacket, right? So you can decide, do you want people to click it before the name shows, or you want them to over it before the name shows? So let's go with click, right? Now, do you want to just number it? Okay, this is this part of this jacket is called number one, and then for that number one, you already have another place where you name it, or you want to use bullet, or you want to use text. So let's use text, right? Let's use text so that you can just describe the part of the object that you are labeling. Now, simply click. So we want to work. You're starting with this bumper jacket, right? So click on click text. So add new hotspot label. So I've already clicked add new hotspot label. The next thing is to click the part of the 3D model where you want to label. So let's click this and so this is sleeve, right? When you click, immediately you click the part that you want to label, just come back here to hotspot title. So this is sleeve. So a description. This is this is the sleeve of the jacket. Just something random because this is not like just for the sake. So then you update hotspot position. Can you see that? So it's already saved. So okay, think then get that. Okay, it's there. It's there. You can see it already appearing on the jacket. So immediately you just um they gave me a notification earlier that click wasn't on the jacket. I think I need to redo it. Let me redo it for the bucket art, right? So this is it. Let us say this is the let us say this is the rim, right, of the art, right? Um so I want us to name the bucket art. I want us to just like label it. Yeah, let me put it that way. I want us to label it. So this is the brim, right? This is the brim of the art. This is the crown of the art. So let's label the brim first. So the first thing, like I said earlier, is go to hotspot labels. Click, first of all, click the particular um object, then go to hotspot labels. Choose if you want it to be on click, you want the label to show when people click that part of the object or when they over, right? Depending on your choice, you can see it here, default, on click, or on over. So the next thing you do after that is let's go with click, right? So when people click the part of the object, the name of that part of the object just comes up. So we have text, so text. Now, no hotspot label found. Please add a new label. So to add a new label, I said it was earlier, just click add new hotspot label. Yeah, right. To add new hotspot label. So we want to, so already just click this. So this is the dream, right? So just name it here. The dream. This is the dream of the bucket. Ah, okay, so update hotspot position. And like that, it is saved. You can see. So if you click that part of the object, it brings out the name like that. Now there's something exciting I want to show us, and that is how to add HDRI background to our project. So say you want to create a very realistic project, you want to add a background to it that people can that looks real, right? How do you do that? There's something called HDRI. So I'm going to create a new project. I'm just going to go down. Let's create a virtual reality project, another virtual reality project. Mm, let's create with this chair. Let's just use this chair. Okay, so that will be down below here. So we have this chair, very shiny. I want to make this look, want to take it away from this static white background. So what you do is go to under. Okay, so we are on the our we are on our HDRI library already of HDRI backgrounds that you can use for your projects if you do not have one that you can use already. So just simply click on any of the backgrounds that you like. Let's go with this decor shop. And already you can see that the background changed. Right? So you can just work on the project, just really play around with it and make it All right, it's publishing already. Wait Okay, so it's still publishing. So as I said, while we wait for it to get it, and I'll be sharing the link that you can use to sign up for that right now. Yes. So sorry about that. I got kicked out of the stream for some time, but my screen is back now. And so at times this may take a while to get uploaded, to get your project published, but it will actually quickly share the link on there. It's going to be a it's going to be a good time, trust me. So let us, as we wait for that, and sign up for this. The comment, oh, you can just sign up. Okay, we're almost done. 15% to go. So we're getting there, all right. So our project is now published. Now you can see that there are different ways for you to get your project, right? You can copy the link here and view, right? I've copied the link now. I'm going to paste it on another tab. You can see, you can see, I just pasted it on this tab, and you can see our project. You can see our work, right? You can see, you can see, you can see it here. So you can HTML code, just copy it without the where it's React or GSX, and you like that. Okay, my apologies. Like I said, network again. So sorry. So I was basically wrapping up with us, right? We already deployed our project. As you can see, we already published and deployed it. So I'm going to the project to the comments so that you can view it yourself too. I want you to view it in your space. So please, if you have any questions, kindly ask your questions. Kindly ask us to join our Discord channel where you can get more information about SwiftXR and learn more about it. So thank you very much. Oluwatimileyin, can you hear me? Oluwatimileyin, if you are still here, can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
Timileyin is here now. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to see you in the next demo. Thank you very much for today and bye for now. See you in the next one.